Hi, I'm Nikki Coffin and welcome back to our Recruitment Manager Training Tips. Hiring the right people for your recruitment team has to be one of the biggest challenges that most recruitment businesses face. I think that's really ironic, bearing in mind that we are experts at recruiting, but when it comes to hiring for ourselves, it's something that a lot of recruitment businesses are particularly rubbish at. So why is this? Well, in my experience, it's because most managers hire based on gut feel. They rarely test for specific behaviours and they don't have a set process that's followed. As John Travolta said, the secret to a successful marriage is choosing the right person to marry in the first place. So that's one thing. Also, you can't expect a duckling to grow into an eagle. And for me, the thing that sets top performing recruiters from others is purely their attitude. You can teach somebody how to recruit, but you can't teach somebody how to be self-motivated or resilient. They've either got it or they don't. So here are 3 key things that you can put in place to guarantee that you hire the right people for your business. So the first thing is deciding what predetermined criteria you're going to test for. There are certain attributes that make a top performing recruiter. Attributes such as persistence and resilience. Also, top performers tend to have experience of overcoming big blocks in their life. They'll also be goal orientated and driven internally to be successful. And top performers will talk about being the best and making a difference because it's important for them, and it's also important for them to be recognised for what they're capable of. Top performers also always need to be learning and progressing, and they love a challenge and have an innate ability to prioritise what the most important things are. So here's some traits, and even before you start interviewing, decide what predetermined criteria is important for your business and then build a recruitment process and questions around that specific behaviours. So the second thing to have in place is questions that will probe these specific predetermined criteria of behaviours. So when interviewing, use questions that will give you evidence that this person has that behaviour as part of their personality. And competency-based questions are really good for this. For example, can you tell me about a time that you had to overcome a major challenge? What was the time and what was the challenge and what happened? Or tell me about a time when you achieved exceptional results. Or tell me about a time that you've got a colleague or a department in the business to go the extra mile for you. And the thing about these questions is it asks them to give specific evidence that they've achieved that behaviour. So the third thing you could have in place in your interview process is some sort of live test. Now, tests show how somebody will react truthfully under pressure and will help to highlight their real abilities. You know the candidates that you meet who are really good talkers, but when it comes to walking the walk, they're not able to take action. Well, by testing, that will really help clear those people out. So some tests that you could consider include perhaps getting people to speak to candidates and extract certain information from them, or maybe even getting on the phone to a company and finding out some really hard to find information. I'm also a huge believer in psychometric testing, mainly because it helps us to look at someone neutrally rather than falling into the halo or horns effect, where if we really like someone, we look for evidence to back that up. If we don't like someone, we also find evidence to back that up too. So it stops that halo and horns thing going on. So the fourth thing I would add into your interview process is eliciting their values. Find out what's important to them about becoming a recruitment consultant, or what's important to them working as a recruitment consultant. And this question draws out their key motivators and also shows if they've got top performer traits. The thing to know here is what somebody values determines where they spend their time. So if someone wants to be successful, they'll spend a lot of their time being successful. Also, by knowing and understanding their values will mean that you can check if they match yours. So there you have it. That's our recruitment manager training tip for today. And if you'd like to know exactly how to elicit someone's values and also many more tips, I'd like to invite you to our free training webinar, The 9 Keys to Get Your Team to Build Multiple Figures This Year and Beyond. And here's our link to sign up for that. In this webinar, I'll be showing you some excellent tips and techniques to get big performance fast. And again, here's a link just to sign up for your free place. So thanks for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.